Here today in our beautiful prep live stream. We got a lot going on today. We have already started some stuff. You see, I have my coconut right here ready to go to start up that day. We appreciate having you guys here with us. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers, so help support us by hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like button. Helps out the channel grow in a big way. We truly appreciate you, appreciate your time, appreciate your love and your support and everything like that. We'll never take it for granted. And if you ever want to support the channel in any other ways, to help us grow and help us pay for some of our lovely ingredients and stuff when we do our home live streams and stuff like that, consider hitting that join button down below. It comes with a lot of other perks that you guys can utilize, and many more coming in the future as the channel grows to be bigger and better. All right. And once we hit that 10,000 subscriber milestone, we'll love to take you on that celebration journey with us, because you guys would have made it possible for us to get to that milestone. That being said, we are going to get started here right after my coconut. All right, that was very good, a very refreshing coconut. So I'm hydrated, I'm ready to go. Let's get started. We have our pot on the stove. We're gonna cook some lentils in a little bit as well. It's gonna be for one of our salads going forward. It takes about 20 minutes to cook, give or take. So once our water comes to a boil, we're gonna get that in. In the meantime, we are just gonna get our chicken cut up and marinated. We're doing a Portuguese style chicken. So we're gonna get that marinated for next week. And that being said, we do have a small catering for next week. That might disrupt the starting of the week just a little bit. But we're gonna see how that goes as we move forward with everything else. So, but let's get started here. All right, looks like our water for our lentils over here on the side. Probably can't see it from my direction, but it's just beyond that box right there, that brown box off camera. Got a pot on the stove with some water, and we're gonna get our lentils in there and get that cooking. All right. So give me a second, and I will be right back. So today's our lovely prep day. So not a lot of hot foods coming out of this section. Just a bunch of prep to get everything ready for our new menu for the following week. So if you guys have been following along for a while, you know how that goes. You know what Saturday brings. So it's not the flashiest day ever, but you know, you guys will get to see some of the ingredients that we got going on in here today. All right, so let's our lentils in. That should take about 20 to 25 minutes to fully cook. This is lentils gonna be for our salad for this week, next week coming. So I'm gonna get that off, cooked off. Let's get back to our chicken now, shall we? And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new or you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. We got tons of recipes and other things coming in the future. Consider double tapping your screen, giving us a like. It helps the channel grows in a big way. And if you ever want to support us in any other way, consider hitting that join button down below. It helps support the channel, helps us get to 10,000 subscribers as well. We are almost there at our major milestones, and we love having you. That being said, on my way to work this morning, the sun was beautiful, shining on my face. I had my sunglasses on as I was walking to work. Very peaceful walk. Past a couple of homeless, a couple of drug addicts on the streets. And yeah, I was just having a peaceful walk. Getting closer to work, I looked up in the sky and kind of like, said to myself, it's like, you know what? It's one of those days that you just don't want to go into work. And that's when I had one of those moments that I was walking to work today. I was just like, look up in the sky and it was like, today's not the day. I should just, grab a cup of tea, a nice pastry, sit in the park somewhere, relax, and just take everything in. But I was way too close to work when I came to that epiphany to turn around and call in sick. Don't you guys ever get that feeling? It's just like on your way to work and you just look up into the sky and be like, nah, today is not that day. I had one of those today. Leslie, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I definitely had one of those days today. But that being said, we are here. We had to get some work done anyway, so we might as well come in and get that done. Plus, we're off tomorrow, so, we'll justify it with coming in today. Nev, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nevin, welcome to the stream. Love to have you. Hi, you want some chicken? You want some bones? Yes. Oh yeah, for sure. I can save you some. That being said, though, I hope everyone in the stream today is having a beautiful start to your weekend. If you're in the Toronto GTA area, Salsa on Sinclair is going on right now. It's that nice Latin celebration. A lot of dancing, a lot of food, music, and everything going on. So, if you're looking for something to do, go on and enjoy that. It's an amazing event. It's probably going to be a hot day out there, so make sure you're protected, hydrated, and everything else, and enjoy that. I won't be able to check that out today, but I will definitely check that out tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think, is the last day of that event, and yeah, definitely go down and check that out. Check out the vibes and what's going on. Get a little bit of salsa in there, and of course, some food. See if I can find some nice papusa or something like that to indulge in. Some nice empanadas. All right, is thank you, Liz. Thank you. Appreciate you. It's my pleasure. All right, so today's I'm gonna be marinating their chicken and some Portuguese style flavorings and such. And for our dry spice, we got some herbs, spices. We got some smoked paprika, sweet smoked paprika. We got some hot smoked paprika. We have some red wine vinegar and also some lemon juice that we're gonna be marinating our chicken in and everything like that. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Kick things off the right way. And once everything is nicely, hold on, let me turn down my stove a little bit for these lentils. They're boiling out of control. Maybe if you want to have prepare work, get a pasta. We have enough for now. I can probably. All right. Thank you, Leslie. Enjoy your weekend as well. Elizabeth, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Love to have you. So, unfortunately, we like to have our menu design ready at least for today and stuff like that. But we went home last night after work, kind of just relax, watch a little bit of the World Cup game, and then we end up cooking dinner, and then everything else was a blank. We made so I didn't get the design done, but I made a nice little frittata last night for dinner. Turned out very good. I used some stuff I bought and then some stuff I had in the fridge for that frittata, and it turned out pretty delicious and good. So I think I had some fingerling potatoes in my fridge. Don't ask me why they're in my fridge, but they're in the fridge. Took that out, boiled that, nice. And then I broke that up into small pieces. I had bought some shallots, sliced those up nicely. In the fridge, I had some of those thinly sliced beef that you get from like the Asian supermarket or something like that. I chopped some of that up with some turkey bacon that I had in that we had left over from my dinner previous night before. Chopped up some nice garlic. Got a pot nice and hot with some olive oil. Sauteed the onion and everything else that I was cut up. And then I tossed in a little bit of salt, pepper, a little bit of smoked paprika in there. Cook that down. Throw in the potatoes, cook that down. Then I had some olives, some sliced green olives that I tossed in there as well. And then for my egg mixture, I had the eggs, did about 10 eggs with a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of chili flakes, a little bit of some crumble of feta cheese. Let that soaked in the feta cheese soak in the egg mixture for a little bit. And then when everything that was in the pot that was frying off was fully cooked, threw in the egg, cooked it for like, a minute or two on the stove top, and then tossed it in the oven for like 370 for about 15-20 minutes until it stops to jiggle. Once it stopped jiggling, I kind of put it on a low broil to get that nice crust on top, and it came out absolutely beautiful. For a second there, I was thinking that I was gonna get it out of the pot when I was finished because I did it in a nice stainless steel pot. So I didn't think it was gonna come out for a second, but it came out nicely. It just needed to cool down a little bit, and then it just popped right out. So I was gonna live stream that last night, but honestly, when I started doing it, I was just like, it's like when I was walking to work today. I looked at my stove and was like, do I really want to set up everything equipment-wise? What I should have done was take a nice short YouTube short video of it for you guys and let you guys post that for you guys. So, which I didn't. So we'll make it again. When I make it again, I'll make it with more of you guys in thought, and then I bring the live stream up. All right, let's see if we're gonna finish this butchering our chicken before our lentils are finished cooking here. All right, that's half the box of the chicken done. We're gonna switch that over. How's everybody enjoying their weekend? Let's start your weekend, by the way. Let me know down in the comments section. Love to hear what you're planning to do for the weekend to keep yourself entertained and busy. Judith, what's going on? How are you? Hope you're doing fabulous on this beautiful Saturday morning. Susanna, no more sushi, no more sushi. And that is my dinner story. And I'm pretty sure we're having leftovers tonight. Because it was a lot. For two people, it was a lot. So we'll definitely do some leftovers tonight with a nice salad or something like that on the side. I actually had an amazing, beautiful, one of our customers not too long ago started taking some culinary classes and stuff like that. It's always good to see, somebody working on, have free time. So, pick up a hobby. It's great to see. They actually made frittata from what they learned in one of their classes and brought me some, and it was absolutely delicious. Could be what inspired me to make some for my dinner the other day. But yeah, no, it was great. Flavors were there. You can really taste that nice caramelization from the shallots that she used. And she used a couple of different versions of cheeses. That was pretty good. I think Gruyere, she used Gruyere cheese in there as well. So it's pretty good, flavorful, very tasty. And I think she had some mushrooms in there as well. Some sauteed mushrooms. Very good. Jesus, what's going on? Garrett and Dusko. What's going on? Welcome to the stream, ladies and gents. Welcome to the stream. Love to have you. Once again, if you do leave a comment and I don't immediately get to it, don't be discouraged. I am at work, so as I'm trying to get through some of the comments, I am trying to get all this lovely work in front of me finished for today so we can get ready for the following week and everything else that comes along with it. But we do appreciate everyone in our lovely live stream today. Thank you. And if you're new, thank you for coming by, checking out what we got going on here. Amongst everything else, we appreciate your time, your love, your support, which we'll never take it for granted. Time is precious, so try not to waste. Try not to waste it when you are here with us. But I would prefer to be outside in the sun, relaxing right now. Not saying I don't like to have you guys in the stream. As my story earlier stated, that it's one of those things I was looking up in the sky, asking myself if I wanted to come to work today or not. All right, my lentils on the stove is almost finished. So once that's finished, I'm gonna go strain that off camera, and then I will be back to finish up these chickens. And if you're just joining us in our live stream today, for our chicken here, it's going to be a Portuguese style chicken. So, it's going to be delicious. Trust in that. I know you won't be able to taste it when it's all said and done, but trust that it's going to be absolutely delicious when I'm finished with it. We do try to pride ourselves on flavors over here. So, sorry. So yeah, We're going for the maximum amount of flavor that we can instill into this chicken. And it's all said and done. Now, as you see that we're putting our bones off to the side somewhere. Those bones, sometimes we take those bones and turn them into our beautiful bone broth. We won't be doing that today, but yeah, we do that every now and then. How do you make your knives so sharp? I usually use a steel for my knife. I know a guy that when push comes to shove and it gets really bad, I know a guy that one of our members does knife sharpening as a hobby. He's really fucking, sorry for the language. He's really good at it. Really, really good at it. And I only say that because, and I think that's just an impulse where that language came out. It's an impulse because he's so good at it that every single time he sharpens my knife, or we're shooting a video for one of the recipes on their channel, he'll bring his knives over and we'll work with those. And I kid you not, every single time he does that, I barely touch the knives and I immediately cut myself for some reason or other. I don't know how it happens, but I always get a little nick or something like that. This is how good he sharpens the knives. He's one of our channel member. You might have seen him some of our live stream, Jason. So yeah, he does that really good. So when my knives are really dull, he's the person I go to for that. Now, when I can't get my knife sharpened by him, I usually just use a steel. And I thought I had my steel around here somewhere. Here, there you go. So I use my steel like that. And all you gotta do is put your knife on the angle while sharpening.
I just don't like her, apparently.
So yeah, and the best way to do that is make sure that your steel is in a very stable position. And I usually like to put it in like the end point is pointy. I usually like to put it down where it won't move around, and then I go on either side with my knife on the angle, like so. But you got to put a decent amount of pressure on your knife to the steel, because the only way you're going to sharpen your knife is removing metal from your knife, right? So the steel is designed to be stronger than the metal of your knife. And the more pressure you kind of put on the sharpening process, you're going to be removing metal from your knife's edge, right? And that is, if you have the angles right, that is what's going to sharpen your knife. So yeah, that's how I keep my knife sharp. I do that after like most of my projects, and that will keep a nice edge on your knife for a good amount of time. Now, if you're doing something like what I'm doing right now, um, cutting through a little bit of bone, a little bit of tissue, and all that stuff like that. At the end of it, it will, kind of dull your knife a little bit. So after something like this, you definitely want to give your knife a touch up when it comes to the sharpening. We're more than another one, 'cause I was caught up in a physical attraction. Well, yeah, English is my my only language, to be honest with you. You know, I would love to be a linguistic, but not one of those. A part of me has to learn Japanese because I know I'm gonna need it in the future. It's so hard. Language does not come natural to me, so it's a little bit harder to learn. And speaking about the knife sharpening process, my friend there, when he the last video we did was a pork belly video. I still haven't gotten it to edit it and put it up on the channel yet. That's coming soon. He sharpened his knife for that process. The entire day we were there shooting the video, going through and stuff like that. So it came to like the cleanup process. I was doing the dishes, and the entire time I was fine. And then all of a sudden I was doing the dishes. I felt a slight little pain on my finger, and I looked down, and there was the tiniest amount of blood on my finger. And I was like, what the? And then I realized in my other hand, I was holding his knife. So we actually do have a knife tutorial, him doing a knife tutorial sharpening on the video, but that one is kind of locked between our members only video catalogs. So it's one of those teachable moments. Pretty good. It goes in depth in how to really sharpen your knife in any professional settings, or even just at home, right? Goes through the stones that you use, the grades of the stones that you can use to sharpen your knife, and get a very how to clean the excess metal off your blade and clean up after sharpening. So very good. Talk about like wet stones and non-wet stones, and gives you a really breakdown of so if that's something you're interested in, you can definitely check that out. All right, so our chicken is done here. Why not wear knife resistant gloves? I've been doing this for many years, and I trust every single one of my knives, so it's not like I do cut myself on a regular basis. It's not the case. You might want to check over that section. Yeah. Like I said, it's just when he sharpens our knives and I get it back, on like the first couple seconds, you're definitely gonna get a nick from it. But me personally, I trust all my knives, so I don't usually cut myself when I'm at work, in any sense of the word, sharpness or not. The only time I really cut myself is when I'm at work, and that only means that I'll probably lose focus by being distracted by something else in the household. Maybe I'm watching a show on the side while doing my work and stuff like that, and then I'll probably like nick myself there here and there, but that's about it. So I don't really think I need one of those knife gloves. KS, what's going on? Welcome back. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, my friend. All right, let's get these lentils strained off, and I'll come back to clean up my mess right here in the board. I want to strain off my lentils and lay them out on the tray so they don't overcook. Say I was caught up in a physical attraction. It was my satisfaction. Baby, you're more than just a friend. These lentils are perfectly cooked. Not too mushy. Still got a little bit of bite to them. So that's exactly what I want for a salad going forward. All right, so let me move some of my mess first, and then we'll do the lentils, and then we'll get back to finishing up the chicken. So let me take this away. Never leave lonely, baby, you're more than just a... Let me wash and sanitize my knife here for a second. I'll give that a little bit of sharpening a little bit later when it's all said and done. I don't pay attention to those people. All right, knife is sharpened. Not sharpened, but sanitized. Well. So, just an example. I wouldn't do it like this because this is going to slip around. I would, here, give you a better example. You can do this with your standing up, or so this has a pointy edge. So this is going to like hold into your board. Put your knife on a nice angle, and you're going to apply some pressure as you are coming down and applying a nice amount of pressure to remove some metal off. All right. Just at the cashier over there. And then you can see the edge coming back together a little bit down here. So any steel you buy, it should be, steels are designed to be stronger. The material they use is designed to be stronger than the steel of your knife. So it's designed to eat away at the steel of your knife. So that's how you're supposed to sharpen. And then you can do something like rub your knife edge along something to try to remove those micro metals that's in there, and then makes it sharper. Now, it still needs a little bit more sharpening, but we will do that a little bit later after. So let's get our lentils together, and then where's all the trays?
You want this?
No,
What do you need?
a tray, but I don't want that.
Why don't you eat your own first?
Why don't you give the poor old lady her chicken breast?
Because she fucking doesn't. She's a regular and she knows this. Starts saying, "Oh my back, so you want me to wait in line and hurt myself?"
These lentils I did not soak overnight. I just boiled them outright. Rinse them first, boil them, and then cook them. Came out very nice. Came out very, very nice, just the way I wanted them. So we are just going to lay them out on the tray. We're gonna let them air cool. So they more a little bit on the al dente side of things. So we're just gonna spread them out, let them air cool, and by that they'll come up exactly where I want them to be, and not spread out and mushy. So when I go to use them for the salad, they will keep their shape and not mush out on me. Like something like, say, if you're having a lentil soup and something like that, you'll see that the lentils are overly cooked and mushy and stuff like that. That's not what we want for this salad. All right. I'm just gonna do some indentation so the heat can escape a little bit more. So I'm gonna put this away, and then we can get back to our chicken. And once that's cooled down, then we'll bring it back and get that in a container. All right, let's get ready to do up this chicken. Rodika, here, take what you want, and then the rest we'll get rid of. Yeah, if you want it all, you can take it all, but the
I'm
rest.
going to share with Rosa.
Okay.
Not fine right now.
Okay, just put a cover over it. It's away from you. Cause I bless the rain down in Africa. All right, we're gonna do some, grab our containers here put our chicken in. We will cook off one of our chicken pieces just because we're gonna want to test the flavoring and everything that's going on out here. So we're gonna get this marinated now. All right, we're gonna start off with some nice olive oil. Away from you. Then we're gonna hit this. We're gonna hit this all our wet ingredients first, and then we'll go to all the dry ingredients after. Some red wine vinegar. I kissed the rain down in Africa. All right, so we're gonna hit this also with some nice lemon juice. All right, so let me get some more gloves on here because this is gonna get a little bit messy for my liking. Show you guys our spice blend here. This is everything I told you that we had in here before. Spice herbs, sweet, hot paprika, salt, pepper, chili flakes, and everything going on in here. So we just whisk them together, and now we're gonna use that for all our chicken flavoring right here. All right, let's move you guys back a little bit so I can get some more space to work. All right, let's do this.
Chicken breast, I know. She usually buys something or a salad. Yes.
Make sure we incorporate those nice flavoring all throughout your chicken. Get that red wine, olive oil, that lemon juice nicely. Mix evenly throughout. And those spices are gonna nice and stick to your chicken. And marinate this very nicely for when we go to cook it. It's gonna be delicious. All right, that's looking nice and good. Let's put that to the side for now. And then we'll do this one. So like I said, this one is a Portuguese style chicken. So those seasons are looking nice and fabulous. Getting those nice flavors in there.
We have the Canadian 45 and sell thousands of Canadian products every day.
This is it's not even cooked yet, and it's already smells so delicious. You just want to thoroughly massage all that nice flavoring into here. If you're good at massaging, this should come natural to you. Massage that oils, seasoning, and everything else into this lovely chicken. I work with some Portuguese people in here, so I know they're gonna appreciate this. All right, it's looking all kinds of good. All right, so we're gonna put that in a container.
Got your seeds, buy my real food.
Yeah, I made this nice frittata last night. It's so good.
You're just gonna tell me about it?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Kill yourself.
You wouldn't like it because there was turkey bacon in there.
This isn't all like turkey bacon.
Oh, then fuck. Sorry, it would have been good. You know, some people frown on that stuff. You know, so.
The only type of meat I found is fake meat. Like some sausage.
Oh, so you want me to put some Beyond sausage in there? Is that what you're trying to say? All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get rid of that. Let's get our chicken in our containers. So we're gonna need some more gloves for that.
Still won't be cooked enough for vegetables.
We are also going to grab a little container to get one of these. Sorry, can you just get in here? Thank you. We're going to have to cook off one of these and make sure that our flavor is nice and we can adjust for any other flavor mishaps. Like I said, we're gonna make sure the flavor is good because we pride ourselves on flavors over here. And if it's not good, then our clientele will let us know where they're displeased. All right, let's get that in here. Now for this, I am hoping that that citrus flavor also comes out a little bit more potent in this. So in the process of cooking it off, I'm gonna see if I need to add more of that citrus to this as well, because I like that. Along with a little bit of that Portuguese heat, I want a little bit of citrus to come out in this as well. That acidity. So that's why we're gonna cook off a couple of pieces and see where we're at with that. So come the time we have to cook it, we'll know if we need what we need to add or take away. Look at that. This season is looking fabulous. All right. Let's get that wrapped up and put out of the way until we can get the rest of our prep cart up to speed. Get your back, get your back.
Soup containers roast beef, yeah. The soup containers roast beef, yeah, at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yes, that one. We have another roast beef. Where is it? Right here. Oh,
That's good. I know, right? You should have been here earlier. I know. Well, technically, we're all in the dungeon. You see any windows around here?
You got lights.
All right, let's give this a nice label. It's today 11th. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give me a second here. I'm gonna put you guys right down here while I tend to this messy area. Just give this a nice wipe down and stuff like that. Some nice sanitization. And a little bit of switch over. And then we'll bring you guys back into frame. So just give me a second here. All right, we are almost ready to go. All right, let's go. Well, got a little bit of spillage here on the front of the camera.
The blue one is better.
Why? Because it's small.
Peekaboo, what's going on? How you doing? Hope you're doing good.
Hey, you see our members? Did you know you can save up to $800?
I hear you about that chicken. Some handsome chicken. Those aromas travel far and wide, don't they? All right. So, what is next for us? This, before you guys got into the stream, we also worked on our pasta. So we're using our muffalata pasta again for this week. Well, we were using, not like repeating, but we're using linguine and spaghetti for this week. Next week we're gonna be using this muffalata. So we got some of that cooked up. Get that wrapped up, and we had a little bit of olive oil, must have some olive oil in here. And we're gonna get that put away for our prep cart, and then we're gonna make our lovely sauce here for our salmon. Now for our salmon, we are heading back to our gochujang flavorings. We seem to be using a lot of gochujang lately, so we're gonna return to a little bit of that. We're gonna make a nice gochujang honey glaze for our salmon. So give that a slightly spicy, savory, sweet, little bit of base going on here. So that's what we're gonna do for that. So let's get this labeled up and put away. And I haven't posted any menu design yet, but stay tuned. Make sure you hit that notification button, and you'll be notified when we post the menu for design for next week. Everything is written out and ready to go. I just need to do the design, and we are good to go. All right. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what we're doing here and want to see more from us, consider subscribing, double tapping the screen, giving us a like. It helps the channel grows in a big way. And we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. We are almost there. We appreciate taking you on that journey with us. Appreciate you being here with us. Appreciate your love and your support. And we would love to cross that milestone with you guys and celebrate with everyone. So stay on this journey with us. We'll try to keep it interesting as usual. All right, so for this lovely sauce here, I'm gonna need to bring you guys in a little bit. Try to keep you guys at a slight distance because I don't want too much splash going on here. And so I'll get my whisk. I have to wash it because I use it to whisk up that lovely spice I used for the chicken earlier. All right, so we're gonna get a wet paper towel under here so this bowl doesn't move around too much when we're going to whisk up our sauce. So we're gonna proceed to make our nice glaze for this our salmon for next week. Obviously, we're not gonna marinate any salmon or anything because it's for Monday. So we got some gochujang, so that's what that is. Don't let the chilies fool you. It is spicy, but it's not detrimental to your taste buds. It's just slightly spicy. Think of it as like a lighter version of sriracha. That's the way I can describe it anyways. So we have the gochujang. I'm gonna use some of this nice honey. We're gonna be using some soy sauce. And what else do we need? We're gonna need some rice wine vinegar. We're gonna be using this rice wine vinegar. And then we're gonna need, sure, add a little bit of sesame seed oil. I'm gonna use this guy. And we're gonna just chop a little bit of garlic to go with that. Just a few cloves of garlic. Should be good. You can go your own way. All right, so let's get some gloves on. Let's chop this garlic up, get that in our bowl, and then we can proceed with the rest of our lovely ingredients. Take off the ends. Crush. There we go. Nice, nice. You can go your own way. And then we're just gonna go past it a couple times, get it down to manageable little dices, so that when you taste the sauce, you're not getting horrible chunks of garlic in your taste buds. So I'll break it down a bit for you. Who needs a garlic masher? Who needs all that little equipment? Who needs a grater? You could just mince your garlic just this way. You can go your own way. This helps so much better too when your knife is not dull. Your knife is sharp. This is just cakewalk. And if you ever meet a chef anytime in your lives and they always complain and they ever complain about like their wrist hurt or something hurts or anything like that, this is why. All right, there you go. That should be good. Very nice. Garlic. Into the bowl it goes. Let me just wash my knife a little bit. What's love got to do with it? Mohammed, let these guys know that the sink is still broken.
Still broken?
It's still broken. It's not fixed yet. The middle one, yeah. It still leaks. See? Look at the bottom right now.
Oh, yeah.
What's love got to do with it? All right, let's bring that bowl back over so we can get everything mixed up nicely, flavored balanced nicely, and we can proceed. Well, no vampires are coming to your kitchen anytime soon. You definitely try to keep them out, right? Plus, I got wooden materials all over this place. So. Well, you know, a little bit of practice, right? A little bit of practice. I've been doing this for quite some time now, and I can do tell you that the only time I get into those situations when I'm like fully distracted from what I'm doing. All right, so let's start with some olive sesame seed oil. Give a generous amount of that sesame seed oil. Got to do with it. What's love but a second-hand devotion? What's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? Now that we are adding in our rice wine vinegar, what's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? That is a classic on the radio right now, ladies and gentlemen. Very classic. It's funny, talking about radios. Something popped up on my YouTube feed yesterday. Was it yesterday or this morning? I think it was yesterday. About Rogers shutting down a bunch of radio station because they think that radio stations are dying and they have no need for them. So it's kind of a wild take from Rogers' part. They're not my cup of tea, but if you guys feel, let me know how you guys feel about that. Rogers saying no to no more radio station on their part. Obviously, there'll be other people to like buy up those spaces and either continue those radio stations and stuff like that. But as a big corporation, you tell me you can put some, work and effort into keeping such iconic things going on at the radio station. Those are classics that cannot go away. I know it has nothing to do with food, but just something that popped up that I thought I'd share with you guys. Just like the whole internet's going absolutely crazy over the publisher Sony saying that they'll be stopping physical releases of their media and just going strictly digital, and then the internet completely lost their mind for good reasons, of course, but it's just wild to see what's going on right now.
I don't know how to serve it for the.
All right, so I just added in the soy sauce. Now we're gonna add in that nice honey. Honey should be the last resort, but I'm not adding that much to start. The honey is just here to balance out the salty, the spicy, and everything else that's going on here. Wow! And now we're gonna add in that nice gochujang, and that's what it looks like. Like I said, don't be intimidated by it. It won't hurt you. It has more bark than bite. I can literally have a spoonful of it right now and not really be phased. It's way more flavorful than it is spicy. All right. Let's give that a nice whisk. Try not to get any splashes on the camera. And then we will get a taste, see where our flavor is at, and see how we can adjust it if anything we don't like. Now, so if you're making something like this and you feel like it's too thin, right? What you can do is put this in a pot, bring it to a boil, and then just thicken it a little bit with some cornstarch mixture. Cornstarch and cold water slurry, like I usually use sometimes, but we won't need to. This is going to be absolutely perfect consistency. We're just going to have to give it a taste and make sure all their flavors come together nicely. All right, let's give that a taste and see what we're working with here. Flavors are very nice. We're gonna add a little bit more of that honey. And get that hint of that gochujang in the back of your throat as an after finish. But it is delicious. Let's give that a taste. Very nice. I'm getting that tanginess from the rice wine vinegar. Get a slight of that saltiness from the soy. But other than that, it is fabulous. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me go grab myself some container to get that in. And that is going to be our glaze right here for our salmon for next week. So anything that we are prepping today, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see the full project come together, definitely join us on Monday morning when we showcase all our ingredients and everything else. If you want to hit that bell icon, right, a notification, and YouTube will let you know when we're live again, so you guys won't miss what we got going on. So let me get some containers to put this in. Give me a second. Sorry. Yeah, rock your body. Huh?
Guess what's broken? Solid bar fridge.
Something's always broken. Hear that, Anita? Something else is broken. Salad bar's fridge.
That side or both sides?
That's right.
Jean side?
Yeah.
Did she say so?
I don't know. Rohan just told me.
So one is Flora, where she works.
Oh, I
Has
guess
been
then.
like that. So maybe that's.
Maybe.
It's been broken for 2 or 3 days. I think.
Are we ever gonna get anything fixed?
But you know, it's all the time. So.
Yeah. Okay.
No, we're never. Again, my suggestion is because if
Mhm.
they come here, they repair everything.
Yeah.
Few months, we come back.
Yeah. It sounds good. I'm done with that. As long as we still get paid. Everybody, yeah, rock your body. Everybody, rock your body.
I don't know, but it should be labeled. Yeah,
It should be labeled, but is it?
Korean sauce. I'm going to label.
This is Korean sauce.
No, this is Korean sauce. Yeah, let me
You see the difference? No.
fucking put one drop in there and it explodes.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna audition for their Amazing Race.
Let's hear it.
Huh?
Let's hear it.
What? My audition pitch?
Yeah.
I said I'm going to. I don't said I had one ready. What's wrong with you?
You catch that fish yet?
Yeah, I did. I'm done.
Damn.
100%, bro. 100%. You know what kind of fish it was? It was a crawfish.
Fucking crawfish?
It was a stupid little crawfish I couldn't get. There's one you had to discover, and it's a whale. You don't have to catch it, you just have to make sure you discover it. And the only way you discover it is venturing almost outside of the map area where you're not supposed to go, right? And instead of the game giving you like a return thing, like go back that way, you can't go that way, or even giving you a block.
How much more fucking sauce do you need?
So a big ass whale jumps out the ocean and eats you. More sauce. Rock your bomb.
I'm gonna slowly start 100% in Hades too.
What's going on, Glenn? Welcome to the stream. Sorry guys, sorry about that loud noise. Our broken oven's back alive again and it started making more noise. All right, let me just make some labels for this and then we can continue, ladies and gents.
Oh, you were gonna say something like unfortunate. I'm worried I need the bit. About it.
All right.
That's really fucking easy too.
Yeah.
But it's like a fucking grind. Because you just need to unlock all of the what's it called? But like the challenges basically.
Yeah.
And some of them are literally just one of the challenges is you need to beat the game both top and bottom with every single weapon. There's 6 weapons, each with 4 different subtypes. You need to beat the game with all of them.
Like individual?
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid. Sir, what did you do to these ribs?
They're not that bad.
Nah, they look good. They look good. All right. Let's see what is next for our prep list. Let's see. For the salad, we have our lentils already. Let's see if there's anything else we can do for the salad before. No, looks like everything else we can do on the day for the salad. All right, so our chicken is done. fillets for salmon is done. Our pasta is cooked. We're gonna need some bell peppers.
Oh, one of the challenges gain max affection with everyone. And to get affection, you need to give everyone an item multiple times.
I hate
and
that
a bunch
stuff.
of different items.
I hate that stuff so much.
See, I don't mind it because it's a roguelike. So,
Yeah.
like, I can just, do a bunch of different runs with a bunch of the weapons.
Yeah.
And, like, it's always going to be different. So, like, it's not super grindy.
Until it is.
Oh, yeah, no, it's going to be. But I like the game.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go grab some ingredients for my next project here. So I'm gonna put you guys down here while I do that, and I'll bring you guys back up once I grab those ingredients and make my way back so we can get this prep on its way. I'm gonna be cutting up a lot of peppers for next batch of stuff because we're gonna need some peppers for our. We're doing a chicken sausage pasta, creamy chicken pasta, and we're also going to need some for our ground beef mixture that we're going to be doing next week with some ground pepper. So let me just run to the fridge, grab those ingredients, and I will make my way back. Now, if you guys are liking what we're doing here, consider hitting double tapping your screen, giving us a like. Let's helps our channel grow in a big way. We'd love to have you with us. Now, I am going quite some distance away from our camera right now, so my audio might cut out. So I will pick up the audio when I come back. Oh yeah. All right, we got our peppers. We are making our way back. Yay, peppers for everyone. All right, let's bring you guys back up so we can get this lovely stuff on the way. Now we're gonna be cutting up a bunch of peppers going forward from here. Mark, what's going on? Welcome back, welcome back. I hope you're doing well.
Chicken is here, chef.
Hi. Sorry.
That's what did look mine. I paid for it.
Hey.
I paid for it at the same time no one paid for a chicken breast.
Whoa. All right. Let's get the chopping on some peppers, shall we? Some nice lentil soup with music, eh? I need myself some lentil soup. I haven't had some nice lentil soup in a while. The inspection, the surprise inspection that we had. Everybody was scrambling because nobody expected the inspection, but I guess it wasn't as traumatic as it was supposed to be because it wasn't like the city's inspector. This was like an in-house inspector that goes around from the different store company. And, hey, how are you? And they do their like own in-house inspection. So, but nobody was expecting it, so everybody was like running around like crazy. And yeah, it seemingly like it went okay. I'm still here, so it looks like everything went okay. But yeah, anytime that's inspection or something like that happens, I will not do a live stream because I know I don't want to give them a reason to deduct a point or something just because I have, a kind of camera set up out here at work. So don't want to give them a reason for none of that. Because like even having, they're starting to deduct points even if you have like glass bottles in the general vicinity of area of the food. They don't want that. It has to be like any containers you have with things in it has to be in a plastic container because they think that you're clumsy as hell and that you're gonna break bottles and glass and stuff is gonna get into the food and then you're gonna serve it to people. I'm like, if you break a glass around food and you still serve that food to people, you should not be working in the kitchen to begin with. So, you know, in any kitchen I've ever worked in, if you break glass around any sort of food, it could be the most expensive dish in the world. You break glass around that product, that thing goes immediately into the garbage because glass tends to fly and you can never tell if that glass got into the food or not. So that food goes immediately into the garbage. There's no saving that food. Any glass got broken around it, it goes into the garbage. So, but that not means saying that you cannot have any glass product around. And that rule is kind of ridiculous.
I did.
You know. You take up all your peppers, Mark. I am here with you, though you're far away. I am here to stay. You are not alone. I am here with you, though you're far away. So earlier, before you guys came in, I was talking about how much I was walking to work this morning. And as I was walking down the street, I had my sunglasses on, everything, just the sun was out shining in my face and everything. It was a beautiful start to the morning. Then I was walking past some homeless people on the street, some drug dealers on the corner and all that lovely nonsense. And I kind of just walking along, almost got to work, decided to look up into the sky and be like, you know what? I do not feel like coming into work today. We all have these days, all right? We all have these days. Today is one of those days for me. Kind of just looked up in the sky. I'm like, why am I even going to work today? I don't want to go to work today. You know, it's like I just want to enjoy this sunshine in my face, get some pastries, a nice cup of tea, and just relax out here. And I have to go into work today. But unfortunately, my ass was way too close to work to be like, sorry, I'm not coming in today. I'm sick. But we're here, so of course I never went back home. But that's my vibe today on this beautiful Saturday. This is my vibe. And I think a part of my soul just had an epiphany and be like, you have a young one on the way. You need to make as much money as you can so you can support this little thing. And everything. So it's like the universe is saying, yes, get your butt to work. Right? The better part of me is like, but it's so beautiful out here. Can I just stay for a little bit longer? Are you looking for chopsticks and stuff? They're right here. You're welcome. All right, so more peppers. No garbage. More peppers. I don't know, Mark. I might have more peppers in my kitchen than you do.
We have two things of vinegar. So I'll do this one. I'll do this one.
Since we're gonna be using pepper for two different type of dishes, we're just gonna do all of them, put them together, and then we will divide them up on the day of preparation. A little bit of caveat to some of our OG members. We have a small catering on Tuesday morning. So that is gonna set us a little bit on the sidetrack for our regular schedule menus and stuff like that. We do have some stuff that we have to get prepped up on Monday morning for Tuesday. So we will see how the hot food fares on that side, because I want to get all of that stuff done. So if I don't prep anything for our menu on Monday and just focus on getting all the catering stuff done for Tuesday, that means that Tuesday after the catering might turn into a prep session instead of a hot food. So we'll see how that goes. We'll play it by ear, see what kind of time we're working with and what we can get done in the time frame. With that being said, we should have our menu design up soon enough. I know what we're doing, so it's just about getting those design ready. I'm so happy like these peppers are pre-cut. I don't have to go through the whole process of cleaning them, cleaning the seeds of them and everything like that. And become for this volume of peppers, that would get very tedious very fast. So I'm kind of glad we can get them in like this. But I can only imagine how much waste they create by doing this type of peppers these way. All right. What's next? More peppers. This peppers look so vibrant and nice. I love the colors. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, how are? Like the outfit. Huh?
Beef stroganoff.
Nice. How did that turn out?
Want some?
Oh, sure.
I'll bring you down some.
All right. Oh, I love me some poblamos. A nice selection of peppers. I should raid your fridge, Mark. Should definitely come over there and raid your fridge. Just dawned on me, I gotta do a bunch of cuts today. So I do believe I have eggplants on here as well that I'm gonna have to cut up in a little bit. The oven. Oh no, it's kind of a mix right now for the oven. We're using it, but I'm not sure if it's 100% fixed. Because I think it can still work without the water function. But I don't know how much damage that is doing to the oven over time. So yeah, they are using it until whenever a technician gets to come in here and look at everything that's going on. So yes, in a way, but not 100% sure about that. And I'm pretty sure that that stainless steel cutting board is lost somewhere in over Africa or something like that. It's still on its way, but I probably won't get it until either the end of the month or sometime in August. That's all I can say about that. It's yeah, I don't know. It's coming from a different planet, so it's gonna take some time to get here. But yeah, once I get that, we'll get that video put together, which is wild because I'm like, how's it taking this long?
We are proudly Canadian owned and operated and sell thousands of Canadian products every day. With stores across Canada, we're proud to support Canadians and be part of the communities we serve.
So yeah, one of our viewers asked us about that stainless steel cutting board. We did order one for ourselves, but it's more or less just like I said before. It's a giant slab of stainless steel, and if you ever worked on any stainless steel surface before, I think it's just going to be pretty much that in the shape of a cutting board. Yes, it's practical to work with, but if you have a high-end knife or something like that, you want to keep an edge on your knife and something like that, it's not practical because stainless steel has the effect of dulling your knife. If you're constantly cutting on it and stuff like that, that will dull your knife faster than anything else. So it has I think it has its pros and its cons. And once we get our hand on it, we will definitely do a video on it. So do a video on it to go through all of those. All right, Peppers. You live to see another day. Susanna, is it too late to call in sick? Is it too late to call in sick? It's too late? Well, tomorrow I'm off, so yeah, okay. 'Cause nobody knows her name. All right, our peppers are done. It's going to be a part of our prep cart. Woo. Yeah, stainless steel is good for many things, but as a cutting board, I have my reservations. I ain't missing you at all since you've been gone. I ain't missing you. Okay. Let's see what is next on our adventure list. All right, peppers are done. We'll make the pasta sauce probably on the day. Yeah, I think we'll make it on the day. Just as a caveat, we have a lot of spices on our menu for this week going forward, so a lot of our clientele are not going to be super happy. But every now and then I gotta make sure they remember that I do spicy food. So. All right. All right, we got some potatoes that we're gonna have to cut up. So let us get our container ready. I'm gonna get some cold water. We're gonna do a nice potato and tea curry. We won't do it in a traditional sense. We're gonna roast our potatoes, we're gonna make our sauce, and then we're gonna, let that everything sit in that sauce and everything like that. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, still got a long way to go. All right, let me grab my potatoes. Give me a second and I will be back. Let me grab a potato.
It's made just now,
Yeah.
but if I heat it, if I nuke it, it's gonna make the meat tough.
Oh,
Just take the bowl, I'll get it another day.
thank you.
Are you
Thank
gonna
you.
try it in front of me?
Oh, yes.
I gotta get your critique.
Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. One of our lovely customers brought us some beef stroganoff, and we're gonna give it a try.
Gherkins.
Yeah.
I've never done that. Tell me honestly.
The meat is nice. It's tender.
How's this flavor?
I'd add a little bit more salt, but that's just me. Personal preference,
I
but
thought so too.
yeah. But yeah, it's nice.
There's no red wine in it though.
No?
No, you put wine in it.
Yeah.
So we used beef stock and sour cream, onions. On a scale of 0 to 10, what do you think? Tell me honestly, because I'm trying to learn. It's not as good as my mom's.
Yeah, I think from the flavor profile itself, it just needs
More oomph.
yeah.
Yeah, I found it a bit flat.
Yeah. But
It's easier to dump it. You don't have to eat it. Dump it. You know.
no,
But,
never.
you know, you could probably jazz it up a bit. Like the lemon will help,
Yeah.
and wine would help.
No, but it does have some good subtle flavors in there, so it's definitely nice.
We basically have to do what we're told.
What time did you have to go to your class today?
8 o'clock every 79.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Yeah, it's hard. My back's killing me.
Yeah. I think the worst part is like you're always standing, and sometimes you're just standing in one spot for so long,
Yeah.
and you're just like, yeah.
Yeah, and I get nervous.
Yeah.
I get nervous because I'm thinking, well, what if I can't do this? And these other young kids in the class, you know, they're working through their dishes and
Yeah.
leaving. And I'm the last one out.
Yeah.
I'm still washing my dishes.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's,
I think it's not bad. I mean, when I look at the ingredient list, what would make it better is wine.
mhm.
But he said if you put red wine in it, it's going to turn it into another color.
It will significantly change the color a bit.
It's the white wine.
Yeah.
But they didn't give us white wine. It's George Brown, you know, so
They don't want you. Yeah.
That's beef tenderloin, so it's good beef.
Yeah.
And but they
Yeah, I can tell because it's nice and tender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's thank you for that because we were cooking the beef in little pieces
Mhm.
in a big frying pan.
Yeah.
Canola oil, and I don't like canola oil.
Yeah.
But he said, don't touch it. And I kept wanting to say, don't touch it
Yeah.
because you're going to let it get.
You want it to develop that nice crust.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then you go 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with it
Yeah.
and let it sit.
Mhm.
And then get it off the stove.
Mhm.
So today's lesson was an exercise of patience and timing.
Mhm.
Because you want to stir the meat, but he said that you make it tough
Yeah.
if you overcook it.
Mhm.
He said cheaper cuts of meat you can cut for a longer time.
Yeah.
And
Well, you want it to cook for a longer time because those cheaper pieces of meat are usually harder and they're like the worst parts of the meat.
yeah,
So the longer you cook them, is the more tender they're supposed to come up.
And
But
he
the
said-
better meats will like be more tender. Yeah. So it's kind of like if you're doing like wagyu, right? You don't want to have wagyu in the pan for like ever because then you're destroying what makes wagyu. And that's the fattiness and that's all the flavor and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's why most time you see very thin pieces, sear, and then it's done.
okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that.
There's a lot of chemistry involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I'm really enjoying it. Today was the first day that I actually said to myself, relax,
Yeah.
go at your own speed,
Yeah.
let those little whippersnappers.
Yeah, don't rush it.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm going to run at my speed.
yeah.
So today I was really excited.
Yeah.
It was,
Plus it's food. You're supposed to have fun with food, right?
Yeah, and he's one of these very down-to-earth guys.
Yeah.
He swears and he picks on me.
Mhm.
Like I had my hat on wrong.
Yeah.
He said, you look like the Pope. He said, I'm not talking to you. He said, you look like the Pope. But I said,
Yeah.
what do you mean? I got my labels on. He said, you got them half turned and down. You look like the fucking Pope. I said, I'm not gonna bow to you. I said, I don't want you to. What's wrong with my hat? He said, he's always picking on me, and I just send it right back to him.
Yeah.
So it's like this.
Yeah.
But I like that.
But that likes most chefs. They like the banter in the
Yeah.
kitchen. There's always been that banter in the kitchen.
Some of them are downright mean.
Yeah.
I mean, like cruel.
Yeah.
He said that he was raised in a system where he just got ridiculed and humiliated, and it did something to him.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
'Cause
even
even-
Anthony Bourdain, what he went through,
Yeah.
and then what he did to other people.
Yeah.
Although I think he was probably easier to get along with than a lot. But you know, it's all learning, and then what you do to adapt
Yeah.
stuff to
Yeah.
suit yourself. Like there are pickles in there. I would never have thought of putting pickles.
Yeah. Gives us a different flavor profile.
Same.
Yeah.
It's all about profiles.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, thank you for
No, thank you.
cooking.
Thank you.
Did I get my bowl of it?
No, I still have it. I'm gonna wash it and yeah. You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
I just appreciate your trying it for me.
Thank you very
So
much.
next week, I'll forget, but whatever I do, I'll bring it.
Yeah. Have fun. See? Lovely, one of our lovely customers brought us a little bit of beef stroganoff. So it's good. Sharing food is always amazing, ladies and gentlemen. That is probably going to be part of my lunch later. That being said, I do have something else in the oven. And we also have, we're gonna pair that with our Portuguese chicken that just came out the oven. So, oh, lunch is gonna be a wonderful day. It's gonna be a wonderful day. Oh yeah, I was gonna go, you know what? I was going to go grab my potatoes before all of this went down. See, one thing you gotta know, ladies and gentlemen, food is universal, all right? People have been sharing food for millions and millions of years, okay? These kind of practices should never, ever change, okay? Food has a way of bringing people together as well. So, like, look at us here. If it wasn't for food, you know, I wouldn't have met all you wonderful viewers. You guys wouldn't have met me. So basically, food brought us together, you know? Okay. Enough of my shenanigans. Let's go get my potatoes and come on back. Grab my potatoes. I'm gonna put you guys down here for a second. So my lovely customer, I think I mentioned before that she taking some culinary classes at George Brown, and you know, every now and then she'll bring me a little taster, which is amazing. I think the last time she actually let me try her frittata that she made. Frittata. It was a mushroom gruyere and caramelized shallots frittata. That was absolutely delicious. So now she made beef stroganoff. And it's not every day you get to actually sit down and eat some of these classic dishes, right? So anytime I get the chance to, you should absolutely indulge. Even if you're on a diet. You know, one day a break in your diet is not gonna kill you. Okay, got my potatoes. Okay. Yes, I'm dealing with some tiny potatoes again, but we will make it work for us and not traumatizing us. Food is just a pleasure on the vehicle. Ah, I got you, Mark. I got you. All right, potatoes. It's me and you again. Me and you again. That being said, maybe I should make myself some beef stroganoff here at work for the hot food area. The only problem with that is I know that the meat I'm gonna get from our butcher department is not gonna be the finest meat in the world. It's probably gonna be the the, the ends. So that's gonna end up having to cook that meat for X amount of time for it to be tenderized. And I don't know how much. I'm probably gonna spend a whole prep day babysitting that beef because one thing that can ruin a dish like beef stroganoff is your beef being very tough, and you don't want that. Flavors and everything could be on point, but if your beef is absolutely hard, it ruins the entire dish. Wow. You know what? As I've been here doing our prep today, I thought the time's been going by nice and fast. And then I took a glance at the time. It was even. It's not even 12 o'clock yet. Oh, it's gonna be a long day. It's going to be a super long day. On my mind, home, home, home.
What time are you done? Right? So, what time are you
I'm everywhere. Yeah, it's all in me. I wonder if I would cry if I ever had to return to a classroom. It's all in me. Our lovely customer was talking about, her chef was saying that he was, when he was doing his training in this culinary field, he went through so much stuff in the kitchen, with different chefs and stuff like that, which I completely understand. The industry is a stressful one, and if you happen to be coming up anywhere like in the 80s and 90s as a chef, those times get brutal in the kitchen. Yeah, I haven't been to a lot of those personal times. Yes, I've had some ridiculous chefs that just, you just, they just get on your nerves and stuff like that, but never to the point where there was like pots and pans and stuff flying across the kitchen, knives and stuff flying at your head kind of deal. I was never in one of those situations, thank God, because they'll probably imagine me in that situation. It's gonna be a full-on fight in the kitchen. But yeah, no, back in the days, things used to get out of control, and you gotta respect where some of those chefs come up from. And this was before, like, people in the kitchen realized that they had rights. Let's just say that. And the industry wasn't such as vast. It was more tight knit. It was more of like, you want to get, if you're working at the spot is established and everything, you want to stay in that spot for X amount of time because it will definitely look good on your resume, be able to do higher, like Michelin star kind of deal. So you want these names on your resumes and stuff like that. So yeah, sometimes you get into these situations where you don't have a choice, and if you want to make it, so like Gordon Ramsay kind of status, you got to go through these kinds of trials and tribulations. And I'm pretty sure Gordon Ramsay was traumatized as a child in the kitchen, and that's the way why he runs the kitchen he does. Because you're a product of your environment. Yeah, I try to adapt to any situation that I'm in. So we do what we can to survive, right? We're only human. I can pretty much walk into any kitchen right now with the confidence of an ex veteran, and just go to work. That's why I never really concern myself nowadays about what if I get fired from this place, what if I get fired from that place, because I know my skill set, I know what I bring to the table, and I know that there's more than one door to walk through when it comes to this industry nowadays anyways. For some, that's why a lot of things doesn't really bother me at work anymore. That's why I stay away from the work politics of it all. And kind of just do me. Because I despise work politics. There's nothing more stressful. Even though I work in a high stress environment, there's nothing more stressful than work politics. Oh my gosh, that stuff drives me up the wall. Yeah, I remember you saying that, Mark. That's just like my. I'm good. How are you? That is just like my customer that I was talking to earlier. She was saying that because she is probably. She says she works with a lot of younger kids, our youth in her program right now that she's doing the culinary, and she's like, yeah, it's kind of surreal because she takes her time to do her things and stuff like that, and these kids are just coming in, flying through their recipes and leaving and stuff like that. So you're never too old to learn something new. So never be discouraged about gaining new knowledge. I would love to learn an instrument, and the one instrument I have had my eyes on for the longest time was learn to play like a violin. I'd like to learn to play not your traditional violin in a sense. Yes, I guess if I wanted to learn the basics, I would have to start from like traditional the traditional work of it all. I want to do the more I don't even know what you call it, contemporary, more modern type of violinist, where you play to not the classical music, but more of like R&B, hip hop kind of vibe. So if I do learn it, that's what I would strive to do. Because I just like the whole vibe of that scene. I've heard a couple of other people doing that. It's very, very. Not saying the classic is not nice. I'm just saying, because I can sit there and listen to some nice violin play, and it just soothes the heart and the soul. I think that's why I vibe with even a lot of jazz. I love jazz. Just something about just listening to the jazz and blues and those instruments. I even love so you can just sit back, have a nice glass maybe of wine or something, and just just vibe to it all. It kind of just makes everything else around you kind of just disappear into nothingness. Kind of like just blocks everything out, and just let the rhythm just Like if you're a musician, or if you just like music or in general and stuff like that, you know what I'm talking about. You know, when you just get into that vibe, that's what those type of music brings to me. It says cooking is my passion. Music is a very close second. Of course, I don't know how to play, but I'll listen to music every chance I get. Like if I wasn't on this live stream right now, I'm pretty sure I would be listening to some type of music. Or listening to the world drown in the newscast. One or the other. All right, potatoes. I think I cut that twice. You're almost done here. So our potatoes here that we're going to be using for our potato and green pea curry. So this should come together nicely. Did you see his face? Sorry, sir. Just be careful with this one because it's not working. Yeah, no, I'm just saying. We're gonna. No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's because that one is leaking. Yeah. So. Yeah. All right. Yeah. No worries. All right, let's get these potatoes wrapped up. And then let's see what else we got going on. Another day is gone. I'm still all alone. How could this be? That you're not here with me. Never said goodbye. Someone tell me why. I think this precious gone and leave my world so cold. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, let's make our label. And another one for the prep cart. Oh yeah, we're making strides here. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. Um, Amazing, Mark. Amazing. You're like a jack of all trades. Hey, let's see what little intricate little thing we gotta do. All right, we got some sweet chili eggplants. My customer base is gonna hate me for this menu next week. Good thing is only for a week. You know, we can change up the flavors again. Like I said, I got a lot of hint of spiciness on this menu for this week, for next week, and they're gonna absolutely destroy me for that. But you know what? It's all good. It's all good. All that you can say. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna have to take a nice little reprieve. I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna enjoy our lovely beef stroganoff that we got as our lunch, and that chicken that we made a little bit earlier to try out for that Portuguese flavoring. So we don't have a ton more prep to do today. Everything else we're gonna have to do on the day of. That's gonna be able to keep our menu nice and fresh for our clientele. So there's some stuff I don't want to go too far on, like some of the sauces I want to make on the day of, to keep everything nice for, because we're not going to be showcasing all their food until Monday. And this menu has a little bit of moving parts that not necessarily is going to keep until then. So that being said, we're gonna end our little lovely stream for today. This I know it's a shorter one on our prep day on Saturday for today. Usually we go a little bit longer. We're not even at the 3-hour mark yet, but we're gonna take a little break and come back and just finish up a little bit here and there. I got some eggplants I gotta cut up, and maybe a dressing or two that I have to make, and that's gonna be it for the prep for today at least. But Monday, we will be showcasing everything on the menu. I will make sure I get that menu design up for you guys. I already have all the concept and everything ready. I just got to sit my butt down and write it out. You know, like I said, once I get off of work, my brain switches off from work mode.
I'm throwing out your lentils, huh?
Why are you throwing out my lentils?
It looks like shit.
You know what, sir?
It's in my rack.
Leave my lentils alone. They look pretty and beautiful. They look just like a baby's bottom.
Relax. Sounds like fucking Muhammad over here.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate all your love and support as usual. Thank you for joining our beautiful live stream today. And hopefully we'll see you guys on the next one. Till then, stay safe, stay warm, and we'll see you next time. All right. How do you plan to pair the lentils? All right, we'll answer that before we leave out. So our lentil is gonna be basically with some mixture of our beautiful lentils. It's gonna go with some dried dates, cucumber, mint, parsley, red onion, feta cheese, roasted pistachio, lemon zest with a nice lemon Dijon honey vinaigrette. So that's what our lentil salad is gonna be for going forward. Should come together very nicely. I think the dried dates will be a nice little touch to it. that you can say. And they just remind me too, because if they didn't remind me, I would completely forgot that I left my lentil to air dry on the rack over here. So we're gonna have to get that in a container after we're done here. So that's gonna be our lentils. They were critiquing that my lentils look like ass, but it's lentils. What do you want from lentils? So yeah, all of that is gonna go into here. It's nice and cool down too, so we can get it in our container. Have some lentils. It's good for the soul.
Why are you doing ASMR?
Because the world lives off of that stuff. I'm gonna put it on my knife one time and just go.
No, your battery's at your back battery's at 36%.
My what?
Your power bank.
Oh, it's more than enough. This thing is actually pretty damn good. Really good. I'm surprised.
How much does it store?
Huh?
How much does it store?
I don't remember. I actually don't remember.
$20,000.
Where was it?
Stupid, bro.
Where was it?
The first line, cell capacity.
Oh, I passed that. I didn't see that.
Brother. You really fucking can't read, huh?
You said 20,000. It's 10,000.
There's 2 cells. 10,000 per cell. 2 cells.
Is it? Oh yeah, shit. I didn't see that.
Yo, man.
Yo, who puts them in such small ass letters?
Those are numbers, actually.
Shut up.
I was, I have to get a new backpack. Mine's 10K, I think, but it's big and bulky.
Yeah, no, this is pretty damn good.
Maybe, I don't know. Mine's still good, though. I think
Yeah.
it's 10K. It might be more.
All right, ladies and gents. Until next time, you guys have a good one. Stay safe, stay warm, and we'll see you on the next live stream. All right, peace out.